stomach hurts. Ugh.
Oh wait, I need to.
The title's still Second Breakfast versus Deep Dive.
Yeah, they ain't changing anytime.
I wonder if there's an announcement.
No one gonna watch this? Where the hell's everybody at?
Huh? Specs are hard.
Huh?
Do. Pick bands have begun. MBB
Let's go.
with the first ban. NBS opted for red side in game 1. Pretty interesting. Might mean they have a counter pick prepared. Interestingly enough, when they played red side against us, wait, not red side, blue side and red side, right? No, just red side.
Yeah, they
No.
played blue and red.
Yeah, well,
Red to start.
yeah. What did they do for their final ban against us? Well, I mean, they had a strange pick ban against us to ban Cassidy and stuff like that. I'm sure against MBB it's probably going to be a bit more straightforward, but speaking of straightforward, MBB's bans are probably pretty straightforward too.
If you turned them here.
Yeah, the 2 pocket picks. And the last one that's brought in, probably, I don't know, toss up. In the last series, we banned Zach in one game. Zach in the second one too? Zach
I
both?
think we banned. Yeah, we did not change much of our bans, I think.
Yeah, so might be a Zach coming out of MBB. Or maybe something else. Maybe they want to pinch Will's pulled down further. Maybe they don't want anybody to play Caitlyn. Just take Caitlyn off the board. We'll see how it goes on. The Lilia ban. MBS has been scouting MBB. I know C9 Media has been playing a lot of Lilia.
I did not know that.
MBS doesn't want to play against it. I think if C9 Media is a competent Lilia player, I get that. I wouldn't want to play against it either. And this is the Zach ban. Easy enough. For the final ban, what are you guys thinking? They're probably not going to ban Lucian now that Lilia's off the board, so...
Either gonna ban Warrior Cass. Or maybe they'll ban Zaya to log Zaya Rakan. Oh, they still ban Lucian.
That's confusing. Lilia off the board means I don't think they have to ban Lucian because I don't think Meteots plays Evelyn, so it's strange. Giving up the Caitlyn, I think that's actually a pretty significant pick that they've given just because Lynch has looked like okay on pretty solid on most of the champions he's been playing, but he's looked really good on Caitlyn. I think the delta might be pretty significant in giving it up.
Do they leave the
give up on that
Morgana?
delta. Yeah. Do you just pick Morgana Ashe or something here? I don't think it's particularly a good combo against the Caitlyn though.
I mean,
They have
it's
to
not
deny
the best.
Morgana, I guess. So.
Yeah.
But that leaves MBB with a couple of choices here. MBB could opt for something more aggressive in lane, like a Zyra or an Enchanter. Or they could just opt to go engage anyway. Say, meh, Morgana's just Morgana. We play Leona and do this or something. See what they want to do with it. NBS, pairing the Ashe Morgana, like we called out. Personally, don't think it's a super great lane. But we'll have to see what Caitlyn is paired with to really judge how this lane's going to break out. Kane pick. It's Meteots' pocket pick. Nothing too surprising. And here, you'd have to imagine MBB is probably going to save their solos and pick a support here.
Yeah.
I think the most likely are probably Leona and Rakan. Oh, there's Rakan. They look like they just want to engage. Kayla and Rakan is kind of a weird lane. Not like the greatest lane in terms of like synergy, but assuming they just wanted to deny the Kayla and Rakan is there to be their engage machine in the late game and the mid game. So the pinch will go through either in the top lane or the mid lane. I think Joe is probably more pinchable at this point, considering a mid laner like Orianna is already off the board. Jace is probably not what I would have pinched against them, considering they had the Caitlyn Kayn core already. Unlikely that Joe would actually play Jace, so pretty questionable ban. York ban off. And I think here, like, into the Orianna, they're probably going to, ban Cassiopeia? Not 100% sure. They'll want to ban against Joe. They know Cassiopeia is one of Joe's pocket picks, though.
Yeah. He looked like a monster in that
There's
pick.
Shen ban. Shen against Shuai. Shen is pretty good with Kayn and Rakan, so not too bad of a ban. But they do need probably some sort of front line. So, not too bad of a ban. The Jace one, while questionable, I think the Shen one makes up for it. And then the Hecarim ban for off the Shane, or against off the Shane. So some of the jungle picks remaining that off Shane plays. He plays Vi. He likes divers a lot. Vi would be in that wheelhouse. He plays some Nocturne. I don't know about
Trundle.
Yeah, he plays Trundle. I'm not really sure if I feel great about any of those. Jarvan, he wants the Jarvan Orianna combo. Gives them a little bit of an early game bridge. And they're looking to potentially chain gank around the Orianna lane.
I'm not sure if I like the Jarvan combo that much into MVB's team comp though, because basically everyone can get out of the ult now, so it's a lot of lost value.
So the question is, those, with the Malphite being picked, those chilling go for Nasus.
I mean, he might. I just think it's kind of like, they're gonna. I think that the pace of this game with Jarvan, Ashe, Morgana, it doesn't really play nice with Orianna, and it really wouldn't play nice with Nasus.
Alright, spam gank mid is right.
Disjointed. Syndra. I don't know if I've ever seen Joe play Syndra. Interesting pick. I think they're just gonna try to honestly just burst the shit out of people. Play aggressive in mid, try to burst Orianna down. And then Nasus pick. And then this is a typical NBS comp. Got a front line that can try to fight them off while Nasus sits in the side lane and scales. Question for NBS is, can they fight off an engage that involves Rakan, Malphite, Kayn, Syndra stuns? MBB definitely has a lot of tools to make action happen.
I don't think they have the disengage.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be a pretty interesting game in terms of MBS trying to ward off this constant engage threat that MBB wants. MBB wants to play around corners, play around these Syndra stuns, play around all this ability to start something and pick something off fast. And honestly, if you look at this NBS comp, like the person that like gunning for is probably Orianna in the mid lane. Look for opening team fights and stuff like that. Try to just pick her off early, make the game a 4v3 or 4v5, and with Nasus splitting on the top side, hopefully make it a 5v3. So that's the MBB game plan for sure. NBS game plan is pretty straightforward too. Let's buy some time, get Orianna into the game for a damage threat, get Nasus into the game so he can soak the engage, and then just kind of like one-shot people.
Yeah. With everybody from MBB going in, it's going to be up to Nick Mead staying safe on his own and making sure that he can keep the Nasus at full range.
Yeah, it really spins a different story around the Caitlyn. Like, clearly she's not very integral to the team comp. I think she was, you know, the Caitlyn is most likely just like a denial pick more than anything else.
So I go.
Wait, what are you talking about?
I do not rest.
Whose draft do you like better?
I don't like the Jace ban. I think that's the only ban that I really disagree with for NBS. But the Lucian, I guess, that is also overkill. In terms of picks, though, I prefer MBBs because it forces issue much more than.
Yeah, I think
MBS.
MBB's plays pretty well into this. And honestly, the real wild card is Joe. I don't think I've ever seen him play Syndra. I have no idea how good his Syndra is. And it's pretty critical to this team that, one, he doesn't die to the Jarvan Orianna chain ganking. And two, that he can actually like set up some of these plays. If he can set up stuff and they don't have to burn Malphite and Rakanal every time, it would be pretty huge for MBB.
The main thing we need is
Yeah.
I really dislike the Nasus pick. I think his team's just gonna get dunked around him before he can scale.
Damn, 29 viewers for this series. Let's go.
Wait, do we need a pause for shot? I'm watching this side. Let's watch from Morgana if she's over there. If anything, we can hold on this side. Do you want to hold on this side then? We don't need to have King, right? So we should go in here or something. So they should be starting here.
Sleepy today.
Yeah. So I probably won't go at them unless I see the King first. Oh. Yeah. Well. So they did not get any rewards on our toxic, right? They might have gotten one on actually I don't think they got rewards.
asking about Goose Game.
Okay. Alright. Let's do this.
All right.
Wait a second, why am I frozen at 0?
People are taking their time loading. It always happens like
Yeah.
this.
Oh,
So watch for level 2 being top.
You wanna speed up to real time though.
yeah,
Just
I
press
did it.
plus.
Then timers.
Oh, I think she just.
Wait, why is Stevens also?
What?
Everything also shows dragon timers when you do objectives.
Yeah.
It's something
Get
else.
wrecked, bro.
I'm gonna fix this now.
The summoner's rift. 30 seconds until minions spawn.
Yeah, I'll tell them. If they press R, we'll tell them.
Minions have spawned.
Looks like a topside start.
So, who's that?
Topside start for Offershane on the Jarvan. Most likely a Raptor start from Kane. Jarvan is pretty prone to doing one of two things here: just buff bug, Gromp gank, or just this one and then a cheese level 2.
The summoner has
Oh,
disconnected.
Oh,
that's awkward.
If only.
oh no.
Yeah,
Yep.
hover over him.
A summoner
Yeah,
has
just
reconnected.
do the quick covers. Like, we are gonna have to be careful for we are. Okay. We'll do it by. This is actually pretty sad for them because they can use those too.
Oh, we're back in it.
Steven, if you could also show scoreboard.
Joe's
Fine.
getting the better of these trades. Opening Corrupting Pot and trading really effectively with him. He's hit a lot of Qs in a row. Some auto attacks too.
A summoner has disconnected.
Oh.
They could try and go mid too. Just watch. I can actually come into jungle if you want. Okay, can you then? She flashed? Okay. She's looking for something. Just trying to do that.
A summoner has reconnected.
Oh, that's not Jarvan's mid. got enough of the heal. Are you stopping that scuttle at all?
Well, slow game so far.
Can I go with the jungle real quick? Should we fight him on it though?
Wait, something I want to point out real quick. Look at Lynch's items.
Dragon's
What?
still following.
What happened?
What?
Still here.
Look
He
at
only
Lynch's
started
items.
with a potion. Maybe he quickly clicked off.
Yeah, he didn't buy a Duran's blade.
Oh, he must have misclicked.
Dragon's
That
gonna come out
is
there. I'm
awkward,
walking
to
too
say the
slowly
least.
further.
How will that change the dynamic of this lane? I mean, he's gonna get poked to hell.
Yeah, it's just doomed.
Dude, it's the secret strat. He's just saving up the gold so that his first back is like sooner rather than later.
He's probably missing a ton of CS and being like, why are these minions not dying?
I'm sure he must have noticed at this point.
Yeah, surely.
Dragon.
Got a Chia Snacks fan in the chat.
We should go with Dragon.
Mina representing. Kane angling for an interesting gank here. Ooh. Gonna get the flash at the very least. Kane went a full bot side clear into crab while Jarvan went from buff to buff and cleared the bot side jungle out. Jarvan gonna try to revenge
Oh.
gank in mid. This is pretty clever. Joe
I
probably
like
won't see it
this.
coming. Oh,
Oh,
but the
I don't
easy
like that.
juke. A double knockback here. Oh no, and that
Oof.
is gonna be a big
Oh.
chunk.
Oh,
Oh, is the ignite gonna
Just
tick?
lives.
Nope.
wow. 1 HP.
Who is Ash? Oh.
Oh, they know where Jarvan is mid.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's double crabbing him, so that's
Yep.
a big swing for him.
The gank mid really took Joe's health pull down pretty heavily. Wasn't able to do much. Double crab onto Jarvan. Pretty important for him. Kane's just gonna power farm in response.
Ooh.
Elena a little bit caught out here. Not gonna resolve much.
Oh, she went aftershock for Connor.
Oh, the stun mid.
Oh,
And this should surely be the
okay.
kill. There's no
Actually,
flash
no
on
way.
him.
No.
It'll be a
no
revenge
mana.
kill. It'll probably be a 1-for-1 trade, no?
Oh, no.
Wow,
Oh,
wait,
wow.
Joe kinda
Oh, Huey with the first
flashing into
rotate.
it. Yeah, and it'll be a 1-for-1, but first blood goes over to Kane. Oh, another Gank in the mid lane. No sum still. This should be a pretty free one. Gonna give it over to the Syndra. The Malphite is trading in response. Malphite doesn't have ult since he's only level 5. Does have the flash. Flashes, but it's probably not enough. Both junglers making quite the impact in the early game. Gives over the free dragon to MVP though, and they'll gladly take that one. And as you can see from the draft, like Syndra and Ori, they're really playing around their mid lane. Kane's chain ganked and it's really gone pretty well. And that pivot lane is really sided towards MBB right now. They've got some kills on like the Jarvan and the Nasus on MBS, but that deficit in mid is going to be really telling of who can get a lot of first swings here.
I can run up there. I'm coming topside too. Watch there's Jarvan.
Jarvan angling.
You know, I'm so used to being the one streaming that I forget that I need to actually look at the Discord.
Are you? Are you okay, Nick? Are you sure? Scotland is moving.
That side has really good vision control over MBB.
Yep.
Those
Jarvan's
are
able
the
to
rare
play pretty free
occurrence.
here. Yeah.
MBB usually has
Jarvan's-
really good river control.
Yeah. Jarvan's been able to play pretty free here, and it's gonna pay off here potentially.
Ooh.
Oh, and they don't see it coming.
Ooh.
Nick Meat is gone.
Wow.
Oh, and in the attempt to save him, GS Next will probably go down to snare hits.
Oh,
Kane can't salvage anything back in response, and really good vision control leading to a really good river gank. That was their window to get wards down, and NBS identified that off the bat. It'd be really big to get this bot lane back in it.
I don't think they do anything about it.
oh. Is Nasus in the 1-1v1? Well, that's not looking good for him.
Oh, nice. This is a... Ooh. Okay, big trade. Colin not resetting here is playing with fire.
Yeah. It's one trade away from getting.
Oh, Nick Meat gets caught here a little bit. Limps is still going to go down, surely. Also going to be a kill on a Morgana. This is really big. The gank by J4 is undone in a matter of seconds. Oh, and this is a solo. And Colin, we talked about it right before, him resetting there was pretty greedy. And Joe just takes him by himself.
You said you want to shut this one. Watch Jarvan. I can't come here. I'm gonna leave. I think it's okay. It's okay. It's fine. Wait, can I do anything here? I don't see
Joe needs a shove and they identify it. It's a flash out from Joe. Nick Mead
Oh,
potentially gonna pay the price here. Oh, flashes out and he's actually okay. And in
Chill Wang was
revenge,
pretty good.
Chill Wang is gone. Nice stun into kill. Should be a free herald for them.
Watch the Morgana here.
Mead needs to be careful here. Red side should be cycling down to the dragon.
What was the prediction for this?
I think 4 out of 5 analysts predicted MBB.
He's gonna top shot. You need to leave. You need to leave. You need to leave now.
But one of those analysts is Elena, so 3 out of the 4. But the other analyst is Colin, so 3 out of the 3.
Well then.
Probably need somebody else.
Surely this dragon is theirs, right?
Yeah, it's gotta be red side. I think MBB will recognize this and leave.
I can't get out.
Ooh. Nice engage from Colin.
Nice.
Yeah, huge jump. Driving go far.
Ooh, Asian Pro probably gonna go down here.
Uh-oh.
No flash.
Oh, he's so fast though.
Oh,
Oh,
he
no.
queued a creep. Oh, that was a mistake.
Can you move the dragon?
Nice stun, not gonna get too much out of it. And Jarvan hovering as usual.
Nexus is already here.
They're just waiting for the Jarvan ult cooldown. They're just gonna go in and dunk.
I think so. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right.
I think the game is hard to force it.
Too much, too much, too much. I think so. Oh my god. Let's go. I think so, yeah.
Close game so far, the 14-minute mark.
Yes, yes. Pretty close across the board.
Oh my god, yay! The king!
You didn't hear that from me.
Spoilers!
You didn't hear that from me either.
Well, that's not good. If she's laughing, I wonder what's happening.
Well, clearly this isn't what she was laughing about.
Ooh.
Oh wow.
Is he actually
The
live?
style play. But oh wow, look at that stun. It's not enough though. Nick Miko's down to the flash ult. Asian Pro has ult here, so there's no dying for him. Not today. Oh?
Oh.
Jenny, that's rude.
Wait.
Uh-oh. Didn't misclick that
That's a low
time.
key.
Oh.
Are they gonna get 2 towers off of this?
I have 2 seconds for ult.
guess they respect the Rakan engage. And the lack of vision on the Kane.
Maybe take mid and go. Take mid and go.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Maybe you should match Nasus.
And, you know, regardless of those early kills that Cinder got, including the solo kill, she's actually barely up in this lane, only about 200 up.
Where's the gold lead at then? Not there.
Well, Nasus is a gigantic gold lead in the top side, about 1.1k right now. Almost the entire gold lead, or more than the gold lead, the entire gold lead for NBS is actually in the Nasus right now.
How do you switch
Okay.
to gold lead?
Press
X.
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 So yeah, a lot of
Yeah, it's because Ori got that shutdown, so it's 300 extra gold.
a lot of the hopes and dreams on NBS are sitting in the Nasus right now. And this Jarvan, who's quite far ahead, 403. Elena catches Zoidberg.
It's not gonna.
He doesn't take much damage. Oh, and this is gonna be a big one. Ooh, the Malphite ult doesn't hit Lynch. But Kane in the back line. Kane's gonna annihilate Lynch.
Tried to flash over the wall and did not do it.
Kane is doing so much work right now. Oh, the flash out. And it looks like it's just gonna be a 2-for-1. Oh, but
Nice
Joe,
binding.
big damage.
Kane with the save.
Wayne goes down.
Okay.
Wait, Kane's still alive.
my
Oh,
God.
wow.
This
Kane
is what
is
she was laughing
styling.
about.
Wow.
It all makes sense now. Kane's broken.
Kane was just styling on him.
Well, whoever predicted C9 Meteo's going 10-1 and 2, was it?
He just said 10-1. I mean, he's on his way.
He's on his way.
Wait, Nasus?
Someone needs to buy some healing reduction.
Indeed. And Colin opting for the Ludens build over tier with Comet.
Yeah, I can see it though. I mean, with Comet, it's probably just better. I mean, not better, but like it at least synergizes pretty well. And then the Ludens here allows you to bridge your mid game until Nasus really comes online and starts shooting at everyone. So I'm actually a pretty big fan of the Ludens here. Other scenarios, I think Seraph is better, but right here, Ludens.
Ooh,
Down with it.
Joe?
Joe. Oh, the EQ misses. It seems to be no harm, no foul. Both teams.
Gets the redemption for a bit.
She has no flash. Yeah.
Nasus taking a tower on the bot side, doing will things, traded for a tower in the mid lane. And with no one matching, it's going to be Malphite that swings over.
We don't have TP,
It seems to be just going to be a 4-1 split here. Nasus and Malphite run into each other in the jungle. This is going to be really strange.
Ooh.
Oh, Joe getting a lot of damage now. Oh, but Joe getting snared, ulted, he just goes down. And Joe wanted to make the play but stepped out a little bit too far, and that's going to be disaster.
But Meteo's in the back line
Doing damage, but not enough.
Oh my god.
Oh, he's trying.
and
Okay.
Dave's back down.
And Wei Pro had TP there, didn't actually use it, whereas the Malphite TP'd it instead. What they thought was a 4v4 and potentially a 5v5 became just a 5v4 when Nasus came in the backside and Malphite didn't really have the space to TP into.
I need 8 seconds.
And this game honestly couldn't get very much closer. It's a 200 gold game at what, 1940?
I'm coming this way. Wait, no, we can fight.
I actually think NBS is favored to win this now.
Yeah, I mean, you have an Orianna, you have a Nasus. You're gonna be going late here, and if you go late, like, you know, your 5v2 Nasus has something to say about the whole team. And I don't know if MBB has the tools to deal with the Nasus. The Caitlyn doesn't really have that many items or anything right now. It's gonna take a while.
Yeah. Push
Nasus just got.
Seems pretty doomed. He's gonna get charmed up, knocked up. Big damage combo onto him.
Or just run away.
He might just
Oriana's
walk
there as
out.
well.
Wait, Kane?
Oh no.
Oh, the double knockup. That's gonna be a dead Nasus. Potentially a dead J4. Mediotes wants it. Gets the flash out of J4. Oh, but they don't know about the rest of the team, do they? Maybe they do. They
I'm surprised
backping here.
They probably did give that
Mhm.
column was kind of in the middle of Nick Mead and Chia.
Mm-hmm. The 10-1 Kane Dream is gone, but there's still a 10-2 Kane Dream, or maybe a 22 Kane Dream.
Good try.
Oh,
I have my ult. Oh gosh. Oh my god, take the dragon, dragon.
Oh.
oh, flash or flash.
There's no dragon left.
Forcing them off and basically getting turret pressure off of it from Dragon.
Yep.
Maybe a little bit early with 20 seconds still until it spawns.
Yeah, but they have the space. Oh, but Colin
Oh.
has no flash, no ult. This could be dangerous. Malphite has flash ult right now. Oh, but they can't find it. And this could just be a straight 5v5. Is this what MBS wants, though? Your Nasus probably wants to be on a side lane. Do you think he's strong enough to 5v5 positively here?
I don't think so. He doesn't
Oh,
have
I do not like
J4
this
goes on the solo Malphite. The Malphite might die without ulting, though.
Wow.
And now the fight looks a lot more positive. Medio's doing a ton of damage, but goes down before he can get his ult off either.
Trapped.
And
Step
Nasus
on the
trying to
trap,
run them
Will.
down.
Nice.
Gets pushed onto the trap, but it looks like that's going to be the dragon take. It's a 2v2. Let's see. That is a dangerous trap to step on, Colin. And it's going to be kind of a stalemate with this dragon right now. A little bit of awkward posturing from both teams.
They're waiting for the recalls.
Yeah, I mean, the difference is that Caitlyn has some mid lane prio.
Okay, we need to come to the bear. Come to the bear and start
And with both teams streaming out of base, this dragon is still a contention point. Everybody's up.
But this time Oriana has ultimate.
Yeah, but Kayn and Malphite didn't actually use their ultimates, so Jarvan doesn't have ultimate, Ashe arrow is down, and Morgana ult is down. So ultimate advantage is actually like favored towards MBB, who will have Syndra ultimate by the time this fight breaks out. They'll have 4 ultimates to the grand total of 2 on the NBS side.
They might actually stall it out enough that Ashe ult and Jarvan ult come up.
Yeah, but I think MBB's learned their lesson. They want to take a fight here. Can they get it? It's quite the stalemate here.
And the trap line begins to...
I mean, but all of this is kind of according to MBB's plan. Like, Will hasn't been on side. Oh, no. Joe. Ooh, the block. Joe lives. Really important that Joe lives here. Gets a big damage combo, forces the stopwatch. And it looks like it's going to be a fight that... Ooh, Offician goes down. Kayn. Kayn is still alive. Elena gets a double charm. Kayn in the back line. Gets 2 knockup. Gets another annihilation. Oh my god. And Meteo's going off. Gets snared. Oh, misses the W. Just barely. Oh.
Yeah, they just go for the dragon instead.
Yeah, they switch to the dragon. Don't think they want to chase down the Morgana. But wow,
Oh,
Kayn
Morgana's
in the back line just nutting on them. Wow, and what almost looked like a lost fight. Like the HP bars on MBB were so low in the back line. Elena died while moving in, and Malphite was sectioned. What looked like a lost fight was turned super heavily because one, Joe didn't die, so was able to actually toss in a lot of spells and force the stopwatch out of Jarvan mid-fight without giving himself up. And then Kayn in the backline solo just tearing them apart. And the healing reduction is in from the Ashe and the Bramble on Nasus, so that's gonna help against the Kayn, but is it enough? He's really strong now. Surely Kane has the most gold in this game, and yeah, he does, and it's by a pretty huge margin. He's actually almost 3K above the Jarvan in gold now, and almost 2K above the Nasus in gold.
Unless they don't come up.
So healing reduction or not, Kane might just have so much inherent power from items that he just kind of one-shots people.
I mean, he was destroying the backline just by
Oh,
himself.
and Joe not in the greatest position. Oh, the EQ is way off.
Gets the TP.
Joe is actually kind of just toying with them, and the Malphite ult is gonna get 2.
Oh no.
Oh, the knockup combo. Oh, and what looked potentially so positive, the EQ whiffs, and with the EQ whiffing and the TP coming in, Joe doesn't even take a scratch. And Meteos is running down Morgana here. Morgana's shield and snare will probably save her. Nasus sitting on the side wave. They're going to send Malphite to deal with it and balance the wave out. And meanwhile, it's going to be the Baron take. They only need 4. They have the smite, and NBS doesn't. It should be a Baron unless Ashe or Morgana can pull off a miracle steal.
This is the point of the game where Malphite can't really do much against Nasus, but
Wow, wait. Kane is the one that goes over. It's a risky play, but it's going to work out.
it's gonna pay
He's
off.
going to get the double. And they take the dragon, and this Kane is going off. He had no smite. He didn't need it.
Wait, I'm ulting everybody in the back.
Kane has so much strength right now.
I'm too far.
The setup from Kane, the setup from Malphite and Malphite and Rakan is just like, and Joe has been playing really phenomenally well with his stuns. He had a really dominant lane phase. He died a couple times to Jarvan ganks, but ever since then, he's been in these fights, getting a ton of stuns out, forcing in a lot of damage with the stuns, and like all this setup from this team is setting up for this Kane to just have unfettered access to everybody in the backside. He's done so much damage diving. Honestly, so much damage to everyone. Even like this Nasus can't pin him down. Can't really do much while he's dashing around him, diving towards his teammates, and he's just a headache. And you have to assume, like in game 2, you know, no matter what happens, NBS turns it around or MBB just falls through. Like Kane is probably gonna be off the board. I can't imagine after this performance, like they just let it go through unless they have a plan built for the Kane. But I don't know if they have one.
My plan is ban it.
I mean, it might be a pretty good plan at this point. Charlie's showing off. Arrow doesn't get much value. And Joe in the mid lane, shoving up the creeps while the 4-man stack pushes bot. And Joe is going to join, and this is a really good move from them. They don't really want to entice any splits or anything like that. Keep Will stuck with the rest of the team and just take a big 5-on-5. That's what you excel at, and that's what they want. And with the Baron creeps pushing in, I think MBB wants a really decisive fight here. One decisive fight can end this game. I'd imagine if they can find a really good engage here with the Malphite, the game ends. And so NBS, it's just, you know, it's on
He's
them.
just waiting for
Stay
his
away.
flash. He's waiting for the flash.
Yeah, for sure. And honestly, his flash comes up at the same time as Joe's flash comes up at the same time as Meteos' flash. They're going to have every tool imaginable to try to make something happen here. And if they can make something happen, this game is over. So NBS needs to just have their foot hovered over the brakes.
I just realized it's Mountain Dragon when you have a Malphite. Gross.
They've got a, yeah, definitely a soul opportunity here. It's going to be a forced fight over it. And a forced fight over this Mountain Soul, if it goes anywhere close to the way of MBB, it's going to be a really hard climb back.
Might be curtains, actually, if they...
Yeah, and they're set up here, but
They have double smite on red side. We'll switch the smite.
Oh.
but I
like
don't think
that.
they're not gonna get this low at all. They're just gonna take the fight, and that smite actually might be a mistake, right? Because if you have that smite, you don't have a combat sum.
Oh, no.
Oh, and Colin's doomed. Instantly dies. The dragon's already down, and this fight is so split. This is MBB all the way. Wasian Pro taking literally 0 damage.
Honestly,
and
that
this should be
trap
it.
line setup just denied them the
Yeah,
point.
the flash out from Limsh gets him out of the for Con W, but for how long? Ooh, Nick Mead flashes over the wall, executes him. And Meteos is hunting. Yeah, and this is surely over. These death timers are too long. The wave is coming in. And, you know, having double smite or not didn't really matter. Combat Summoner didn't really matter. The Oriano is found out by the Malphite. And the Jarvan dove solo to try to get the steal. Couldn't get it. And that meant two members already torn away from the fight. And then Will just had to go walk up and dive. The backline was in the back. Like, it was just a really scattered fight. And scattered fights like that, this team with the Syndra, with a Kayn, they'll tear you apart every time. And on to game 2, we have to think about, like, what can... Oh, wow, that stun. Joe just showing off with the stuns. Will can't make it happen. And this Kayn is just going to run them down. He might not be 20-3, but 13-3 is a pretty good number, too.
I mean, 24 KP out of 25 kills.
Wow. And surely... Yeah,
no, it's 29.
surely...
29.
Yeah. Surely the plan's got to be ban Kayn. Unless you have something special prepared, but you definitely didn't have something there. And you can't say they didn't expect the Kayn. It's like his most played champion, so surely Kayn's going to be off the board here. But what a performance by MBB, but by C9 Meteos in particular. Just tearing people in half. Alright, break screen. Alright. A couple of minutes.
Dude.
We'll get into the next game.
You got this next one?
Yeah, I got it.
Alright, cool. I have to go use the bathroom and dishes and stuff. Brian, I'm just happy I got my thick items case on Tarkov.
Log into League with Facebook. I don't know how I feel about that.
Okay, I'll be back.
Alrighty.
MBS chooses blue.
MBS chooses
Oh, I need to change this overlay. Cool. highlights tab? What the hell? What is this highlight? I don't even know.
And what?
I don't know. I have a
Twitch?
highlights tab. Why do I have a highlights tab?
Because you saved a highlight, I guess.
God damn.
A 1 second highlight.
Hell yeah, dude. There you go.
Looks like it was from a match review.
Do you see this stat, Dan?
Which one?
Yeah, you see this stat? What's it called? Before July 19th, Dan Juan's win rate was 43 wins and 30 losses. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
After July 19th, their win rate is 27 wins and 2 losses.
What the fuck?
They're head-to-head against certain teams. Their head-to-head against DRX is actually 8-0.
Yeah, I definitely heard that. I was
Yeah.
like, oh no. Well, I'm glad I got my free worlds.
Yeah, I see
prediction.
it. What'd you say? Yeah.
I'm glad I got my free worlds prediction off of that one for my pick'ems.
Oh, here it is, pro draft. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's get it. So, Kane ban? Question mark?
Most definitely a Kane ban.
It's got to be gone. Yeah, there we go. Well, can't say we didn't see that one coming. That's for sure. Oh, okay. Michael. Okay, so they're just gonna hold the Kane ban and be like, are we gonna ban it? Are we gonna not ban it? They're just gonna ban it last, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Oh, they're doing the same with the Anivia. They're just gonna hover Kane every time. Hover Anivia every time.
They're just gonna hold the game of chicken.
Yeah, ban chicken. Lilia ban. Final one, surely the Kane ban.
Oh my god.
Classic.
Okay, lock it in. Come on. You don't want to see it.
They don't want to see it again, trust. Please no.
If they change it to Lucian again, I'm gonna be so upset. Oh my god. Just lock it.
It's gonna be the Kane ban, let's be honest.
Oh
no.
my god. No way. I am tilted.
Do they have a plan?
Are they gonna take away the Kane?
Yeah, I guess they take away the Kane. Does Offerstein even play Kane?
I don't think so. I've never.
I mean, that's not a good answer. Why don't you just ban it? I don't think they would have picked Lucian without Lilia. Yeah,
Oh
they're
my
gonna try to
God.
play it. This doesn't feel like the greatest solution here, but we'll see. I mean, that could be Chill Wang in the jungle. They could mix it up. Chill Wang does play Kane, right?
Yeah, that is true.
I mean, if they lock it, it's almost certainly Chill Wang in the jungle. So
I'm looking at Offerstein's champ history.
Yeah, what
I'm
is
like, I
Offerstein's
don't see it.
Well, what does Offerstein's top lane champ will look like? Because I don't know.
It looks like Malphite.
Malphite.
He could try and play Hecarim or
I mean,
Shen.
yeah, they could run it back with the MBB comp, I guess.
Kayla
Caitlyn
Morgana.
again. I mean, Kayla Morgana is up. Yeah, I mean,
Yep.
pretty cut and dry for them. Probably gonna respond with what? Ashe plus. I mean, she
Ashe
really
Lux
likes
would-
Lux.
would
But
be
Ashe
the-
Lux into Kayla Morgana doesn't feel very good.
Yeah.
Showing in the jungle, on the precipice. Can he
I
be
don't
the
know if
solution?
that's the play, but
I mean, I think Offerstein was playing pretty damn well on the Jarvan. It was just kind of like at a certain point, like Jarvan doesn't do that much. Everybody else has got to do something, you know? It's a Shen pick. So the solos are shown and the jungle is shown, and the bot lane's the only thing left. That's strange too, because this pinch is going to come in for what? Either the ADC or the support. Either way, it's a pretty dangerous pinch opportunity here.
yeah. So do you deny the Ashe pick? Do you?
I don't know. And what do they pick here? They have counter pick wherever they want. They
I
just
do
say counter
not
pick real low.
like Sejuani. It's okay, I guess.
It looks like they're just gonna signal like, hey, we're gonna play just a straight front to back comp. Like we have some engage, we have some tankiness, safety for our Caitlyn, ton front to back. So the ADC pinch is coming in. They're gonna test Limch's pool. He's been playing almost exclusively Caitlyn Ashe in every game that he's been in BTL.
You might try Israel
Yep. Have to go down. Ezreal should be an okay pick.
or Jin, maybe.
Jin might be. I don't know. Jin might be an okay pick. Depends, because if you pick Jin and they have a Sejuani and then MBB picks like something tanky in the top side, Jin might be pretty dangerous to play unless this Kayn and Orianna get really big. And Orianna did not get big last game. So, not sure. Leaving Ezreal, banning away Lux instead. gimping the lane. It's almost certainly going to be an Ezreal pick on the MBS side. But Ezreal is pretty hard to play into Caitlyn
Let's
too.
see what they ban.
I like the Lux ban.
Mhm.
Her next favorite pick is Nami, I believe.
Yeah, Nami Ezreal does not seem like a very strong lane. It's a very killable lane into Caitlyn Morgana too. Final ban is Chase. This is inexplicable to me too. I don't really know why they think Joe would actually go Chase and Orianna here. I think Joe has been playing really well on AP champions. Like, I mean, you could just pick a Syndra again here to be honest, but maybe Cassiopeia is a safer pick, full front to back. You can tear through a lot of these like players, and you can probably survive the Kayn more easily.
I mean, I would
Especially
like the
playing
cast
Ori,
here.
too. Yeah, plays fine in Ori too. Rex.
Wait,
Probably a mispick, right?
it's a Volibear. It's a
Oh,
Volibear.
Volibear, okay.
I just know because Jax is more like a speed champion, less of a team fighter, but and less of a frontline helper. Bear. And then maybe the snake is not. Actually, I think Cassiopeia might be
Sivir.
right now. She's pretty decent. That's okay. If anything, you just peel for
Sivir, yeah, that's
And there's the Nami.
Sivir Nami. At least Sivir won't get killed by Caitlyn Morgana, but they shouldn't have like any lane pressure. Cassiopeia, there it is. So that Rek'Sai being a Volibear, this is a pretty traditional like front to back comp. MBB, I mean, it's some of the bread and butter kind of stuff. Nothing like too off the chain. And then MBS, like this is certainly Chill Wang in the jungle, Offerstein in top side. Let's see if Chill Wang can be as dynamic as Offerstein can be, or was in the last game. And let's see if Offerstein can offer more in terms of map presence than Chill Wang could, because they were forced to play a front to back comp. Like, I don't really have faith in this switch, to be honest, because MBS and MBB ended up team fighting and playing front to back in the last game anyway, and that was like what MBB wanted. They won a lot of team fights. The Kayn was going crazy, and maybe they don't have a Kayn this game, sure, but they have a Cassiopeia. They have a lot of setup with Sejuani. Like, they still have a lot of the tools, and they also have a more dominant lane in Caitlyn Morgana. Can still imagine this being pretty difficult.
Twitch chat with the copy pastas. Oh, 35 viewers, man.
Oh gosh. Wait, should I? I'm It's just her, yeah. We just need to watch the other sheet.
Alright, they're remaking lobby.
Hmm.
Wait, like, candy you can buy at the store. You can buy them in those small packages.
Well, the chat doesn't work for me, but I'm just gonna assume everybody's ready.
They're all ready. Are we ready, Brian?
Yeah, just put R. It doesn't work for me for some reason, so.
Alright.
Alright, here we go.
There's a lot of viewers right now.
Is there?
There's 32.
The hype match.
There was 36 earlier.
It's a hype
Hype.
match.
There's only 3 people in here.
Yes.
Less hype lobby, but hype match. Look at all these Twitch lurkers.
I'm a Twitch lurker.
I bet Sopa's in there. I'm gonna call him out.
Twitch
Sopa's in
lurkers, Reddit lurkers. What's the difference?
Fire shall
Wow, 36.
Oh damn, we got a Prime subscriber.
Oh, damn.
Never look back.
Ah, there he is. I knew.
Oh, that's what why they heard me say on stream that we can do something.
So we can what?
Charlie said that he could hear me on stream talking about our planes.
Oh, sorry.
There's somebody from MBS is watching too.
Yeah, I'll mute it between games, but I'm sure a team is not going to eavesdrop on you, or they shouldn't. If somebody does that BTL, I'd be very disappointed, I guess.
You'll feel Brian's disappointment.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, does somebody need Click Clack ASMR? Wait, let me get out my clackier keyboard. My blues. These are too soft, I think. I don't know. These are like the linear optic ones.
What's your thoughts, Charlie?
So yeah, we call it chill lane jungle is Crane. How does the team dynamic change with the switch, Dan?
Will likes to farm a fair amount. He could, but he does need to gank on Kane. I can see him spending more time topside, particularly given that he wants red form.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I could be wrong. He could just be going Assassin Kane.
This one? Use that rose?
Oops. There we go. Alright, so it begins.
Sonic Flash.
Um,
I'm gonna move here
Go.
and watch you, Charlie.
Brian, your reminder to move Will and Offerstein.
Unit frames. Fucking lane switchers.
Ruining your day.
Natural not opinion.
Oh, Will going ambitious and is
Minions have spawned.
I wonder if this gets scouted. They don't know Will's there. This is something else.
I like this actually.
We have driving abilities.
Just taking Raptors. So they note that he didn't start his Raptors, so maybe they have an inclination that Will's starting on their own Raptors.
Perhaps. Doesn't look like they know.
They meant it.
We're trying to dive.
Joe here. Poshing pretty aggressively. Get some autos in. Ooh, the
Ooh,
snare. This is gonna hurt.
That is huge.
Big trade. Sick Q from the bush from Chia Snacks. This lane is already starting to look a little bit difficult.
Q using the
Yeah, big trade on Nick Needs here actually. Oh, and this is almost certainly a dead volley right here. No flash is gonna save you here, sir. And first blood onto Shen. It's pretty big. Volibear really needs to get a foothold early in games. If not, he kind of becomes useless.
Yep, and looking at C9 Meteotes, he does go check the top side, and as the gank is happening, realizes his camps aren't actually there. Now he's trekking all the way back. Look at
Oh,
the
wow.
zone from Elena. Really nice
The
bubble
trap
from
combo
Fury.
is a little messed up there, but still gets her flash. Lena really pressing. Misses the snare there. It's gonna let Lynch try to run it down. Nick with a good E out.
Oh, they're coming.
Kane
Wow.
camping top lane, as I said. He wants that red form.
Keeping Volley on his toes.
This is really risky for Shy. Like, his wave's gonna automatically push because he's volley bearer. And if Offerstein is doing his job, you can freeze it there and keep bringing Kane over. Here he comes. No flash. He's definitely dead here.
Yep. It's gonna be a hard day to be Shuai. Bringing it over to the Kane.
But-
The tower dive ooh, goes awry. Two will
for
drop
one.
for it.
Oh, 2 for 1.
Wow, and that wasn't what they were looking for.
It looked like the wave got cleared really, really quickly.
McMee getting double hit there. Oh wow, looking for misses the Q.
Can appreciate the aggression.
Yep. It's a good try.
Okay, what's that side?
Yeah, but that might signal for Chilling to come down and gank him.
What God? Maybe he's going off. There he is. He's right here. He's right there. Clean spot. Wait, Shen mid, Shen mid. Yeah, she is. Clean spot and super on it.
First dragon
MVP.
getting over. Yeah, the
Yep.
MVP. That'll be an Inferno. Pretty good. Next one is Ocean. Raises the possibility for a Mountain Drag for the Soul. And Mountain Soul will be pretty nutty on both teams, but a team with like Valheim and Sejuani sounds pretty obnoxious. Nice
Really
shield.
nice black shield. Kane's coming in.
Oh, but was the shield a little preemptive? They baited it, and now Nick Mead is pretty
He's got
doomed.
the slow. Oh, and the
Oh.
binding doesn't hit. When the Shin ult comes in for good measure.
There's
I
no
didn't-
way out for Nick Mead. Tried his
And they
best
tr-
to try to take one, but not enough.
Yeah, they were trying to donate it to Lynch, but they realized better safe than sorry.
Yep, and that was the double lane prio there. Zoidberg comes down to Ashen TPs or ults down. So they used quite a lot of resources and quite a lot of tempo on map to get a kill. But they couldn't really transition into plates or anything, so I don't think it was actually that bad for MBB.
Yeah. Although Charlie's definitely feeling the pain of this with all his resources being taken away. Try and get some plate for himself.
Where is Kane's top two. We should back soon for dragon.
Colin getting a deeper ward just to try and track meaty outs.
Can you back up please? Maybe this way. I'm running straight. Wait, there's a Shen. There's a Shen. I think you're okay. Yeah, they might already be on board.
Shen looking for a gank mid, but he's spotted on a ward and Joe backs off. In the meantime, QE taking a lot of damage.
Doesn't look like anybody's gonna go down. Black Shield's gonna have him out scot free.
Ooh, Zoidberg with the
Oh, with
might be
the
able.
solo kill maybe. Oh, the turn. Oh, gets the flash out. Smite into ult. Wow, and Joe doesn't even flash. Holds on to it because he knows his teammate is there, ready, waiting in the wings. The flash. Ooh, and Chill Wing might go down for this too. There's 3 stacks on him. Oh, the stun. And Meteor, it's gonna turn around and kill Chill Wing, and that is disaster for NBS. The shutdown goes over to Sejuani. the Orianna had to flash, the Kayn had to flash, they both had to ult, and nobody dies. It's just a disastrous scenario, and some of the early game lead here kind of evaporated in one play.
Yeah, dropping the goal differential to 400.
Oh, nice shield. That shield was pretty insane. And Nick Me just gets out scot-free after baiting out a Nami ult. Man, we have to talk about Joe's play there in mid lane. Like, he had opportunities to panic flash, but just held it until he needed to do it to survive the Kayn. And that led to 2 kills there. Like, if Joe flashes early, that play is canceled and nothing happens. But Joe holding his flash just led to 2 kills that swung the entire complexion of this early game. I mean, they're still down, but, like, it feels pretty good.
Yeah.
Taking the shutdown off, getting your Sejuani up. Oh, good juke.
Schwan.
He should live. Surely he lives.
Yes.
Yeah, and
Still has flash.
yep. And I mean, this is not a good sign. Like, the Kayn Shen can't really link up to kill this Volibear anymore.
And Minions
Maybe we do that.
Herald.
This is a little awkward. He took a very bad trade.
Oh.
He's gonna have to
The
flash.
worst kind of trade. He does flash out. So
Turns out it's better if the Kayn isn't there.
I mean, you bait his sense of security. He's like, oh, I won the 2v1. I can definitely win the 1v1.
So this Ocean Dragon is up. This is really big. If MBB can take this Ocean Dragon, they'll have a pretty sizable lead going into this mid-game phase. Their team is pretty strong in this section of the game. And let's see if they want to contest this. They're late to the dragon. Joe is going to walk over by himself, and it looks like it's going to be a give. Not much doing.
Shen's already moved down.
Yeah, not much doing. And good from
It's a
NBS.
Mountain Soul.
Mountain Soul. Pretty good for both teams. The Shen really likes it. If it's Red Kayn, he likes it a lot too. But I'd have to imagine it's probably better on the Sejuani and the Volibear. Volley getting plates here. You know, these plates are probably, yeah, like he's actually tied in gold because of these plates. Even though he's been camp, had not the greatest time. Schwei's actually caught back up.
Can't actually see how close he is to red form.
It's gonna be a first tower and a lot of plates over. Oh wait,
Not a first tower.
wow,
Really good.
the nice snare.
flash, you know.
Wow, that's a lot of return damage.
Oh man, it's saying, Colin, you don't get to go back to lane.
I'm gonna clear this and go.
Yeah, and look where Joe is while all this is happening. They got a ton of plates and were able to fend Colin's roam over off
And MVP
just by themselves. By
Gets the
themselves.
gold lead.
Right, and that gold lead means a smashing wave in mid lane. Like, Joe is given a lot of space here.
You don't see Kayn. You're alone, Shaggy. Oh, close. Oh, jeez. I'm too far from you.
Oh, the wave is too big though. Elaine has been really on point this game. Shields and snares both. But I think like that play in mid lane still was so spectacular by both Joe and Mediotes.
If you want, I could flash on them. Wait, I'm gonna flash on them. Dragon.
Getting a decent poke onto Nick Mead. But
Oh my god.
he feels safe enough that they're not gonna actually push to kill him.
How's the Offerstein Chillwang swap experiment look so far to you? Do you think this game would have been in a better spot for NBS had they not done it, or do you think this is like the combo that
It's
they should have gone
decent,
with?
I would say. I think it would have definitely been on the positive end had not the mid lane play happened. But I think that's Will trying to make sure that gets punished. And
Colin taking
Joe
a
kept running
big
down.
chunk of damage.
Has to flash.
Flasher free. Colin held onto his ult there, which is kind of inexplicable to me. Oh, and he's gonna pay the price. The Shen won't be able to save him. And Colin greeting there.
Oh, nice.
Wow, nice find. And nice find in jungle here. They're gonna get another maybe. That stun's gonna land in. Chaining with the other stun.
Oh my
Wow,
God.
what a combo. MBB all over the map. MBB just owns the whole map right now.
I don't have. I'm backing.
And Joe has been playing out of his mind. He's honestly just created such advantages and soaked up a lot of the pressure. Like in the first game, he was ganked like a decent amount of times and like soaked up a bunch of pressure. This game too, like the Kane gank that he turned around, and he's just really been like a big pressure valve for this team, and not only a pressure valve, but a person that's like played really well in team fights. Like in the last game on the Sintra with the perfect stuns, a lot of time spent around the size of team fights. Joe's been on another level recently. It's really showing in this series. And Meteots, you can't forget about the Kane game from last game because that was spectacular. But even this game, he's been really solid, moving around the map,
Being
alleviating
at the right
pressure
place
when
at
he
the
needed
right
to be.
time.
Yep. And like as much fanfare as the bot lane from MBB has gotten, like they played decently. I think Elena's played pretty well. But you know they haven't been the stars of the show. And this game, I mean, that's a really positive thing because this game is showing that they don't need to be.
Oh,
Wow, Meteor's being really aggressive here, but it might go down. Almost surely. Colin. Oh, he's still alive. Whew.
That was probably double-digit health.
Yeah, a little bit much by Meteots. But I think this is still fightable. This core, like, Joe is really big. Definitely fightable. The Volley Bear is over here too, and they might actually opt for the 4v5. I mean, Colin is really chunked and had a base and has no TP. It's actually just a 4v4 straight up.
They're forcing it.
Oh, Elena flashes on them.
He goes down, but I don't know if he can do
Snare?
much.
Uh-oh.
There.
And that's a
goes-
dead Kane. Oh, good flash, but nope, he's still dead. And the 4v4
Just
take.
getting run down.
Oh
and-
no.
Oh.
And he just gets murdered, and Shuai, after getting camped, comes back into the game and just pops off. He's actually 1.1k gold ahead now.
Gets 2 kills for that. And that's both summoners down on Lynch.
Yeah, and man, it was just a really aggressive play. They identified the 4v4 because Colin was so low.
And then they recognized they could make it a 4v3 with Offersheen caught in the mid lane.
And they just went hard. Like, the flash forward by Elena. Volley Bear just going super aggressive in the back line. And it's interesting because a team like this, like, with Sejuani dead, like, their main engaged tool dead, they still found the fight, and they didn't even, like, it wasn't even close. It was just MBB from start to finish. And with this much momentum and this much scaling on this team, they have like Cassiopeia, Caitlyn scaling, Sejuani scales pretty hard.
Colin.
Oh no, surely Colin goes down. I don't know if that ult was necessary, but you take it. Oh, and this is looking pretty disastrous. What does NBS have to do to get back in this game? Because, I mean, the 4-0 Cassiopeia is going to be a force to be reckoned with for the entirety of this game. No matter how long this game goes, Cassiopeia is going to be a terror. So how do you deal with her, and how do you deal with this comp now? If you're NBS sitting with this comp right here.
Oh, it's really hard for NBS. I think even with Lynch scaling and trying to get the most amount of bounces possible across the team, will not be able to access backline as easily.
Yeah.
With miasma.
And I mean, look at Will's items right now. There's just look at his items. If he tries to dive this Cassiopeia, look at Cassiopeia's items. She will eat him alive.
Yeah, Red Kane with what jungle item completed, so like 2 half items really. Into completed Seraphs and Morello.
Yeah, it's it's pretty doomed. If I'm Joe, I consider just buying a Magi straight. I mean, I buy Magi's all the time anyway, but like, I mean, it looks pretty solid because you have such a big front line.
He's got his 8 stacks on.
Yeah, you got Morgana on you. You have a Saras. Like, I don't know, man. Just buy the Magi's and just win the game. But yeah,
His
it.
stacks are Darksteel, keeping up with his highest ward vision score in the game.
Yeah,
Or
I
from
mean,
mid lane.
yeah, even if you, I mean, I can understand not fighting the Magi's considering there's some like really high value utility items that Cassiopeia does really well with. But, oh,
Colin forcing.
this might be a pick. No, doesn't
Nope.
look like it.
Just ults out.
Pretty effortless. I mean, this could be the Baron, to be honest. The King just showed bot side. I guess they probably won't take it, but like, you know, they could have started here. Wei Jin Pro could TP in, and they would have had total inside track. Instead, they take it slow. Make sure they have full control before they
Joe's
start
making a
it.
sneaky play. Gets
Oh
QE.
no, Joe popping off. Joe just on another level.
And simply slithers away.
Yeah, abusing vision. And I mean, this is a dangerous MBB. We've talked about, like, from the start of the season, we thought MBB is gonna make a run. And you know, in the regular season they had some stumbles, like they had some colossal throws that shouldn't have happened that did happen, and you know, they fell into the losers bracket. But ever since the first series, they've just been getting better and better. Players on this team that were like inconsistent in the regular season, like Joe in the mid lane, like Elena in the support position, have not only found consistency, but they've found consistent dominance. And there's a Magi coming out of Joe. Speaking of dominance.
Saw Wire yesterday and said, I can match you.
And so like, it's gonna be, oh man, it's a monumental task for NBS to find a way in, to find a window to crash into, because oh no, and here another Colin on the side, the Shen TPing in. Joe might actually just die here. Oh, the ground in, yeah, the miasma into stun actually gets Joe out. He has to burn flash on one hand, but on the other hand, like, Shen ult down, Orianna ult down in a 1v2 with Dragon spawning in 34 seconds. Pretty positive play overall.
Honestly, that miasma placement, so good.
For sure.
And I gotta say, Joe's Cassiopeia has looked a monster every single time he's been playing it.
Super clean.
I don't think you can. Because we don't have anything, we don't have a switch one, or we don't have a
And MBB getting all the vision down on the bot side of MBS's jungle.
MBB just looks so dominant at so many angles right now.
Getting a free uncontested dragon for Soul Point.
Wow, Soul Point, Mountain Soul Point. NBS holding their breath this game. Have to find an opening somehow, some way. But look at your items on like Orianna. She doesn't even have a completed second item. Only 400 gold in the pocket. She just doesn't have any damage threshold right now. Your ADC on the bright side does have some gold. Actually ahead slightly over Nick Mead. There is a world where Sivir gets really late and can just bounce shots to everybody if she plays really well and stays away from all these threats. The problem with Sivir though is her range is super low, and she's pretty susceptible to threats like Cassiopeia, like Morgana flashing with R, like Volibear jumping on top of her, like Sejuani just being in the mix.
Yeah.
It might be a hard game.
I mean, it's gonna depend on spell shield and cleanse timings.
Right. If you're the Nami, you get Crucible soon, don't you? I feel like you have to
Yeah,
against this
that's
team.
gotta be the next time.
100%, yeah.
Athene's is not worth it here.
the dragon pit. Why do we just keep the waves open, it's not really the full wave. Joe, you're alone.
Pretty aggressive here. I don't actually think this will end out very well for them.
I do not think that you should have re-engaged.
Wow, Volibear going in hard.
Heals decently, but he's rooted. Has no flash. Gets out.
Chia Snacks going down. And that was a little bit much.
Charlie said, I used my ult. I'm getting something out of this.
Yeah, a little bit of an overengage, but nothing major. They only lost one. They did burn quite a lot of stuff to make that happen, though. But still, like, full control still on MBB's side.
But this is a window where NBS can clear the vision in their jungle and try and get vision back. They're going in, forcing the dragon now that most of the NBS is bot side, and they're gonna burn it before.
They didn't even sweep that word. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it's long gone.
Someone in the chat mentioned Chia Snacks and Pyke. What's Pyke's ban rate against MBB? Out of curiosity.
It's pretty high. Start my inspection real quick. I think I might be 100% in playoffs.
It's pretty insane, if so. I feel like Pyke has been banned against any team Elena's been on for like every season.
It is not 100%
Ooh.
in playoffs. Actually, a lot less than I expected. Outside of this series.
Oh, it's Joe again, coming in. Trades a flash for flash.
Chillwang trying to solo Nick Mead and
Oh,
might die for
Nick
it.
Mead.
Looks like
The
he's
TP
dying
coming
for
down.
it.
Wow, Chillwang just gets soloed. And this turn is going to be dangerous. Meteos has ult. He's looking for blood. Gets spell shielded. Good disengage, but it's going to be the soul going over to MBB. And then mid lane, Volibear. With no care in the world, just smacking towers.
He's got Baron buff.
Not only a Baron buff, he's about to get Mountain Soul right here.
Oh, as he's trying to run away.
Oh, and he's going to try to 1v3 them. Oh, he jumps away. I don't know. Maybe I would have jumped in if I were him.
I mean,
I would have shown my dominance, maybe.
he's big enough to probably last and to let his team catch up to him. Like, he almost like half chunked a Nami on 1Q auto rotation. So outside of this series, Pyke's been banned twice.
Only twice, wow. I don't think she's played it, has she? Can't remember.
I don't think she played it once against Tio. It's the only time she's played Pyke. Stats gotta be massive. Yeah. 367 online sit draw. Oh boy. 200 on the volley there. Just mountain soul things.
Yeah, let's just stay focused and then wait until we
Been destroyed.
do that.
This might be the game-winning fight. Big shutdown.
Wow.
And Chillwings.
What a
alive
turn.
in the back line. But Nick Mead's still
Yeah,
barely
flashbacks. Flashbacks from C9 Medios' king.
Or
So there's a game.
Ooh! The shield is too slow. They didn't see it coming. Oh,
nice
the miss.
sidestep.
Oh, the bounce.
boomerang blades.
Shut down.
Honestly, really good base defense from NBS.
Yeah, no, that was really surprising. And they were quite the hole, and they needed this. They needed this boon.
I think if we switch
Try to get them a little bit of a foothold.
Alright, so we win.
It's not over just yet. NBS staving off death. They see the light at the end of the tunnel, but they close their eyes last second. They have another gasp. It's going to be a little bit more of the same. Can you get Kane in the back line? Have Kane have some uptime. Get a combo with Ori. There's a lot that has to go right, but if it can go all right, like, it could look like that.
Baron spawning. Chase next putting on the wave, the vision
I'm
clear.
just gonna shield it because he was on me.
Waiting for at least the rest of your team.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
And they have a decent engagement.
Even though they're pushed into the base. Whoa, awkward. I was about to say, even though the push into the base wasn't the most successful, they're going to this Baron undeterred.
Do you have the other one already?
Those Magi stacks did drop off quite hard on the
Do you have the
Cassiopeia, so that is a
Wisdom?
plus side for NBS.
Yeah, and
Just have it. Yeah, I have it.
with no vision
I'm already
from an MBB, they have to brute force altogether. Because the Baron could be in play. Thankfully for them, it's not.
Yeah, and honestly, thankfully for NBS, like, Darren's item's actually pretty chonky right now. Like, he's got 3.5 items. He can cut through people. We saw the bounce, like, one-shot Nick Mead near the end of the last push. So there's a chance. Like, the ADCs are on essentially, like, equivalent items. It's not too much of a delta there either way. The real disparity is, like, the mid lane disparity. But since he lost a lot of stacks, it's not as, you know, magnified as it was a little bit ago. So I think, you know, if I'm NBS, like, and also the jungle disparity, like, the items there, pretty unfortunate to look at too. But if I'm NBS, like, I think this is fightable. Like, you know, you're gonna have to anyway, but I think I'm gonna look to construct a good fight.
They
Give it a
see
shot.
Joe, so they
Kane over the wall.
nice. Lynch uses a spell shield.
The TP
Yeah.
into pit. Oh, the double knockup. Interesting fight.
Does not get a chance to ult.
Chia
but
Snacks almost
Lynch
down.
is
Oh, Chia
alive.
Snacks gets her ult off before she goes down. She doesn't even go down. Oh, and it's going to be a sweep. Nick Mead
Oh,
flashing
Nick
forward,
Mead
and it's going to be
flashing.
everybody dead. It's going to be a quadra at the very least. And
Yes.
Zoidberg knows. Can't give up the penta. He's going to have to go defend base, but the 4v1 push, I don't think Colin can hold this off, and everything is turning up daisies for MBB right now as they stare down the barrel of a matchup versus Deep Dive. And Colin, despite his best efforts, I don't think he can save this. Doesn't even have ult. Nick Mead wants to delay penta. He's frothing at the mouth for it. It's gonna be the delayed penta. Nope. Colin flashes away, but it just looks like it's all over for NBS and their journey. And it was a really nice journey. They really turned around a season that wasn't going very well into a pretty good playoff run and a really good run at the end of the regular season, but it wasn't enough. And speaking of runs, NBS or MBB and Deep Dive, both in the lower bracket, just kind of tearing things up. And unfortunately, in the next round, one of them, their journey ends there.
Ooh. Spooky.
It's a good series.
Good
MVB looking honestly just like really clean. Oh yeah, I should tell the client for all the like the numbers and shit. But yeah, MVB just looking really clean. Damage numbers
Oh, where is everyone?
pretty high across the board.
And
Yeah.
the only other thing I gotta say is that honestly, Limch and Kiwi kind of held a little bit on their own that last game. So
Yeah. They
Kudos.
definitely put up a good fight. Lynch in the last base defense really put up a good fight. And definitely outputted damage, just wasn't enough. And MBB, Deep Dive both, these monolithic forces rising from the ashes are going to clash in the final match for one of these teams. And the other team will be part of the last three.
Yeah.
See you guys next time. And hope we have a banger. I think the next one is AR THD. So all the remaining games
All
got to
four
be bangers. Yeah. Goodbye.